Hey everybody, welcome back. Trailer reaction time, and oh boy, I am very excited for this one. Don't steal my face, Lloyd. Master Kaufman, Mr. Genius Lloyd Kaufman. Today, and it is requested by somebody who's been around, but I mean, oh, come on, I would have got to this. But today we are here for the official teaser trailer. You better not be a teaser for a trailer. The official teaser trailer for the Toxic Avenger, Macon Blair's remake of the Troma classic that put Mr. Kaufman on the map, who went on to make such classic films, and I truly mean that. I mean, no sarcasm there, because to me they are classics, of Class of Nukem High. He didn't do Surf Nazis Must Die, but he did put that out. He didn't do Cannibal the musical, but he did put that out, give Trey and Matt their start before George Clooney. But you know, I mean, Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, Tromeo and Juliet, James Gunn's first film as a screenwriter. Terror Firmer, my God, Terror Firmer. Return to Nukem High, parts 1 and 2, produced by my buddy Justin Martell. Shakespeare's stupid YouTube algorithm, I have to censor it. Shakespeare's Storm, which is maybe better than Poultrygeist. I'm trying to figure that out. Plus, I mean, of course, he did a bunch of other stuff. Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD, Troma's War. Sugar Cookies, sure. The First Turn On, sure. Those were more his sex comedies before he did the Toxic Avenger, which part 1, part 2, part 3, and Citizen Toxie, yes, Trent Haga and Debbie Rochon. You know, I mean, listen, Lloyd's made a lot of great movies. A lot of people hear Troma. There is a certain aroma de Troma. They pick up a lot of stuff. Sometimes it's because they believe in the filmmakers. Sometimes it's because it's dirt cheap. Sometimes they just want to say, hey, we don't want your movie to disappear forever, and we're going to throw it out on a really cheap DVD set that almost nobody will see, but I probably did. And so a lot of Troma films, sure, turn a lot of people off, but when it's a Lloyd Kaufman Troma film, very different. Lloyd Kaufman is on my Mount Rushmore of filmmakers. He is an absolute auteur. There is no other filmmaker that has his voice. Many have tried. Some have come a little close, but still have their own voice from it. So I very much appreciate that. And this seems to be one of those. We got Peter Dinklage as Toxie. This is only a minute. I don't know how much of the movie we're actually going to see. I'm just thrilled. The distribution company that handles the Terrifier films, which I love, finally they were able to snag this to put it out, because apparently the company that made it got worried it was too violent and too graphic and they would not be able to make any money off it. And I'm like, hello, we live in a post-Terrifier 2 era. You will make money. So of course the Terrifier people picked it up. That makes perfect sense. And I'm very excited to see more about this. And of course this was requested by Mr. Art, who has been around. It's 8130. Yeah, I almost had it. Where are you? 8134. Mr. Art, 8134. Thank you. But without further ado, I've done 6 other trailers. I'm banking a bunch of trailers because Mary is pretty sick right now, and I'm probably going to catch it from her. And I need to go check on her, and it's late. And I've been having adult beverages, and I'm so ready for this. Let's watch. The first superhero from New Jersey. Does that make Kamala Khan the second?
Welcome to Miss Me, funded by Stain Great Grub. We stop your box. Tuna taco, wet burrito. Come try our ultimate sandwich.
The big cock.
Bring the family, bring the kids, bring the granny. I got you, little girl.
Reports that a group of armed political extremists, good Lord, y'all, they've taken hostages.
Nobody special. Just some dude with a mouth. Stupid fucking antler! You too, dummy! Give me your lunch!
Thank you for clicking on our video.
I am very happy that we're getting this movie. I'm very happy I got to see what I just saw there, and hearing Peter Dinklage doing the Toxie voice. I'm very happy for that cheesy TV commercial style thing and those just like 3rd grade wonderful dirty sexy food jokes. Not sexy, but sex food jokes. An excited child at the violence. Every part of this feels like a vintage Troma Lloyd Kaufman film in the best way. This is somebody who gets it. Now, I will say, it doesn't, from this little bit, because I knew it. I knew it was going to be like just hardly anything. I was like, no, I still need a real fucking trailer. Especially because we got Elijah Wood and all this and everything I've seen shows me they get the aroma, the Troma. They have passed the Troma Institute of Technology. Is that what the test was called? What was the test called? I know it's TIT. God, I have so many DVDs with that on there. Oh my God. This looks great. The trailer is a little ass. I'm sorry. Mostly because the audio mixing is just so all over the place. I don't know though. At the same time, conceptually, I'm not sure how I feel about the trailer because it really does sell the tone and the style of some of this stuff. I will also say that this is definitely a filmmaker doing homage to Lloyd. It doesn't feel like someone having their own style of doing something that feels close to Lloyd. They are definitely trying to do a Lloyd homage, which, hey, you're remaking his most famous film. Makes perfect sense. I'm not complaining about that. But especially because they seem to understand it in a way that few filmmakers could. Again, the idea of the kid in a bicycle helmet being excited about seeing this horrific violence perpetuated in front of him in a dirty fast food restaurant feels absolutely Kaufman-esque. And I just, I'm excited for this. This is absolutely day one for me. You didn't have to show me anything. You don't have to give me a trailer. I'd be there day one anyways. It was awesome to hear Peter Dinklage's voice. I'm sure he's mostly voicing over the Toxic part. I doubt they had him in the makeup through the whole thing. I would love to hear that I'm wrong, but I doubt it. But it's going to be interesting to see his take on Melvin, because I'm assuming he has to be the live action Melvin. I wonder, will we actually get a Mark Torgl cameo? That would be beautiful. I mean, it would be the best respect if we did give Mark Torgl a cameo. It's the original Melvin, for those of you uncultured swine that don't know. I don't mean that. Listen, if you don't know Troma, if you don't love Lloyd, I get it. All right. It's a niche thing. It is not for everybody, but it is so for me. It's one of my earliest memories of like the video stores as a kid and Toxic Avenger. And like that movie messed me up in the best ways. The effects are not great, but they're great for the time and the budget. And for a kid seeing that stuff, it was warping. Luckily, I was into effects and stuff. So I was like, I get it. But like the whole bicycle kid, like the head crush, damn, the weightlifting head crush. Oh, I'm really excited to see this. I just wish we could have a real, full, proper trailer. But honestly, more than anything, I'm just ready to see it. Like, I don't need any of that. Is it August? August 29th. I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Actually, I need to talk to my theater buddies and be like, you better book this and put it in one of your better auditoriums. Please. I beg you. Because I'm going to come see this thing 3 freaking times. So cool. So cool. Thank you, Cineverse, by the way, for picking this up and saving it. That means the world to me. Especially like when Lionsgate, I think, right? Or whoever it was like, we're not sure we can release this. This is very violent and very gruesome. We don't think audiences will like it. Hello? Yes, we will. I grew up in video stores. Like literally, I'm like 8 years old and I'm friends with all the clerks to the point where like I listed one of them as our emergency contact. I would be in Farmore? They had like a video, it's like a giant Walgreens type thing back in the day. I don't know if they still exist. They had video sections and like they knew me so well that I'd be in there and something I was dying for was checked out. Some of you are too young to understand what that means. And I would be going and doing some shopping in the store and I'd hear over the voice, "EricButts, would you please return to the video section? EricButts, please return to the..." And they'd be like, "Yo, this just came in. Somebody dropped it off. We know you wanted it." It's like, come on, man. Come on. I mean, I worked all my regular jobs outside of, I eventually went into theater projection, but like my normal like 9 to 5 day jobs, like instead of doing fast food or whatever, it was always video stores. I worked in all these video stores. I had the opportunity to actually open my own video store. I had somebody that wanted to finance it right at the end of the death of video stores. It would not have, I could not make the numbers work. That's why I wouldn't do it. I tried, and I was right because that was Netflix blew up and blah, 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 blah. There was another group of people that worked at the same video store I did. They went off to make their own indie horror, an indie cult video store. And they later admitted to me that they kept looking at my employee recommendation shelves to figure out movies they needed to stock in their store. I'm like, come on, this is such my jam. This is such my culture. I love it. And I love Lloyd. And Lloyd is so cool. And like, he may not, I have interacted with Lloyd. He's been to my house. We've done a lot of stuff over the years. Many people have done more, a lot tighter with Lloyd than me. But it blows me away that like I haven't seen the guy in a decade. And he may not remember my name off the top of his head, but he clearly remembered me. And we keep geeking out and just being buddies. And I love the fact that Mary has his current phone number and I do not. If you know Lloyd, you know. Because Mary was very nice and very helpful when he was at a convention and had a screening. And then I got to drink like a whole bottle of wine and watch his movie. And like he kept trying to be like, you have to drive 10 hours to Pittsburgh tomorrow to do a thing. Let me just send you the movie. Go home and go to bed. I'm like, no, I'm singing in the theater with you, Lloyd. And I had the best time. And then coming to our house, the best time. I wish I could have been in his scenes. I technically was interacting, but man. There's one and only one Lloyd Kaufman. And I love that dude. All right. Comment below. You a Troma fan? You not a Troma fan? Does this look good? Does this look bad? Like, I can't see through my own glasses on this one in terms of people outside of the Troma bubble. So maybe, like, if you're a Terrifier fan, but you've never seen a Troma film, I think that's who I would want to hear from the most. What do you think of this? It is a teaser trailer. And there was a trailer. But I'd like to see your thoughts on this. Geek out with me in the comments. And if you're a Troma fan and a Lloyd fan and you understand that separation of not all Troma is Lloyd, you know, and Lloyd is not all of Troma, although his fingers are all over it because his love of independent cinema, and that he would pick up some truly horrendous films because he'd get them cheap and it would be something he could put out to make a few bucks to finance the other thing. He's Corman-esque. He's like, there's Roger Corman, there's Lloyd Kaufman. Like they are, you know, they're very similar in their regards and should be regarded as such. It's just Lloyd was way more punk rock and he just middle fingered the industry so much harder than Corman ever would. Corman was pleasant and smiled and friendly, and he really was. And like in the back of his mind, he's like, yeah, you tell me I can't do something, fuck yeah, I'm going to do it. And whereas Lloyd is like in your face loud, like, no, I'm going to do it. Yeah, and you're, you know, and to each their, and again, I'm exaggerating those things, but damn. All right, I got to get out of here. My lady is ill, and I don't know, by now she might want to go to bed. This is the last trailer I had to do. I'm so excited. Although, Screamboat, I'm going to do one more trailer. Crap Baskets, I'm going to do one more trailer. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Comment below. Let me hear what you have to say. Other than that, you can click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. And you can say that with me if you want. We can, you know, have a little smile, a little chemicals in the brain. My battery's going to die. So let's do it. We will get through this. We will get through this together. I hope you feel better. I do. You can check out my music, which some of should be on a Troma soundtrack. Power, Positive Murder. Look me up anywhere you listen. Look up Eric Butts. Try a couple of songs. Get excited for new stuff I'm making. I got some fun stuff coming soon. My favorite people in the world are people that have made a movie with Lloyd and stuck through to the end. That is a true trial and tribulation. And if you are one of those people, I will always love you. So you can follow all my stuff by going to TheEricButts.com for all your Funky Butts fun. There's more links in the description below, so click that see more button to see more butts. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to trade a battery. I'm going to watch one more trailer because I thought I had a lot more stuff. I'll see you all later.